Pooja, and welcome to this show where we get women achievers to talk about the stories of their lives, share the challenges, the trials and tribulations they may have faced, so that other women, other girls who are listening to them can get inspired and also, realize their potential, get out of whatever is holding them back from realizing their potential. And eventually, we want to build a community of women who are there to support and encourage each other, be there for each other. So, thank you so much for being here and welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. So,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
you're most welcome. So, let's get started and tell us a little bit about your childhood, your early life.
Well, बचपन के जैसा था. I used to live in my fantasies. Used to think, used to make stories every single day. Like I want to be engineer, doctor one day, or sometimes I wanted to be teacher, entrepreneur. So it was like a fantasy kind of childhood.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about your family? I mean, your parents, siblings, who all are there in your family?
Okay, so yeah, there are four members in my family. My brother is appearing for UPSC, and my father is an engineer, and mother is homemaker. So
Okay.
yeah.
So anything from your childhood, the way you were raised, or the way, any of your experiences which you think have made you what you are today, the way you have shaped up as a young girl?
Uh, I didn't had a great childhood. I was like any other child who was studious, who was totally into books. So I just used to listen to my teachers' commands, follow them, and and was their puppet only.
Okay. And what about, at home? How was it? I mean, your parents, was anything that they encouraged you to do, or, I mean, something that you would like to share?
They were always supportive. They always take me, like they always treated me at par with my brother. They never forced me to do anything that they wanted, but they let me at ease. They wanted me to explore my true worth.
Okay. Okay. That's great. So tell me something after you finished your studies. So what was the career path you chose and why? So what did you start doing after
So
college?
I just chose after my 12th grade. I appeared into CA examination. I cleared both the groups in first attempt, CA CPT as well as intermediate, because I was always studious.
Okay.
So it didn't take me much time to clear both the groups. By the end of third year, I thought to get into Big Four, because it was my childhood dream to get into Big Four, but I didn't get articleship in any of the Big Four. And
Okay.
there was a disheartening moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I regretted my decision of entering into entrepreneurship. I started my own cloud kitchen, but that also didn't work out. So destiny played its part here, and I decided to explore writing.
Okay. Okay. And now you're out with your first book, right?
Yes, my first book is launched. It is in my hands, The
Okay.
Wizards of the Mysterious Land.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of promotion here. I would love it if you want to buy it. It's available on Amazon. Uh, price is discounted right now till 22nd of July.
Okay. 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 So any experience that you want to share, once you chose to be a writer. So any experiences you had or any challenges that you had in that journey that you would like to tell us about?
Yeah, there were challenges because my parents weren't ready to do something unconventional. They wanted me to clear CA in one go because
Hmm.
I was excelling in CA.
Hmm.
But my innermost desire was to do something of my own, and I took the plunge. I ventured into entrepreneurship. There was quite a sad moment for me because I was quite raw for the entrepreneurship. I didn't know how to hire people, how to generate revenue, how to talk to people. Basically, I
Yeah.
was completely raw. So
Hmm.
that thing played its part, and I was plugged into it, and now I'm a writer. So yeah, that's the reason.
So from that entrepreneurship to a writer, so how did you kind of just think
Yeah.
of becoming a writer?
Actually, I was into writing since my third year of college. I did an
Okay.
internship into it,
Okay.
and when I realized that I'm not for entrepreneurship, I thought to try my hands at it, and it took me 8 months or so to gain ground in writing.
Okay. So, do you think
Yeah.
whatever challenges you faced in your journey were there because of the fact that you were a girl, or they could have been faced by a boy as well?
I think my challenges were more human than just because I was a girl, because my parents treated me at par, and society also accepted me the way I was. So
Okay,
I don't think so that challenges were more like women oriented, but they were human oriented.
great. So, tell me, but do you think, I mean, women generally face more challenges than men when they set out to work or step out of their
Yeah,
home?
there's no doubt about it.
Hmm.
There's no doubt about it, because your family also expect you to get settled before your brother, because they have aspiration of get you married by the age of 25 or 26, and your relatives also expect the same. So yeah, challenges are there. Still, it's your call. If you want to pursue your career, then no one can stop you. You have to be determined enough.
Great, great. So, Pooja, you're a young girl, and of course, you have your aspirations, ambitions of doing well, in your now writing career. But of course, you're young, so you have friends, you have socializing, plus you do have family obligations. So, how do you balance all the various roles that you have to play?
Though challenges are there, but I take my challenges as opportunity to grow. I don't dishearten myself for failures, but I take complete ownership for all the failures and success on my course. Also, they have started recognizing me after writing my book, because that is the reason why they can trust me. They can trust me for what I am doing right now,
Okay. No, but the
because I
various
have
roles
proved my
that you,
message.
how do you find time for everything that you have to do? Because you can't do everything at the same time. So, my question is that how do you balance out the different roles that you have to play?
My mom is there to take care of all the odds. I just have to take care of my career. She is quite supportive, and my father is also on like he also supports me a lot
So, what about your friend circle? Don't you meet
until I'm
them?
good to him.
Sorry?
Until I'm good to my father, he supports me for everything. Sometimes I get annoyed because of like he wants instant results, and it is not possible because I'm into unconventional career path. So yeah,
Hmm.
challenges are there, but still I have supportive parents.
So, okay, now if you have to choose between, say, doing something for your book and your friends, but your friends are also important, somebody's getting married, how do you take a call then? That's what I mean by balancing, different aspects, because
Um,
you're an individual, you have so many roles to play. You're a daughter, you're a friend, you're a sister, then of course you're a writer. So, different things have to be done at different times. So, how do you take a call regarding that?
I had to cut out from my friends because they were teasing me for being a writer at such a tender age. They were not accepting me the way I was. Um, so yeah, odd things happened between us, and I have only two or three friends whom I can share my emotions and who are totally loyal to me. Others are just for the sake of it.
Okay. So, which means that you balance by focusing on your career, on what you have to do, rather than going for social interactions or going out for that matter. All right.
Exactly.
Okay. So, of course, I kind of feel I know the answer to the next question, but still, I want to hear it from you. What has been your biggest success so far?
My success is writing a book at such a tender age, because it has become Amazon's bestseller in the first week of its launch, and I can't own it enough. I'm top of the world to get this success in my feet.
Great, great, great. Of course. Okay. So, of course, as every human being, not every day is the same, and not every day we are feeling, upbeat and happy and wanting to go to work or, doing what is our duty. So, days when you're down and out or days when you're low, how do you inspire or motivate yourself?
Since I have already failed into two stuff, one was I didn't get into Big Four, and then I have failed venture in my fourth. So I
Mhm.
have every reason to succeed in my venture, that is writing. I wake up early at 4 a.m. in the morning and do my stuff, and then I scroll my feed till 10:30 because I want to have my social media brand also. So I know I'm working hard for my goal, and I would surely get the result one day.
So then, even if you are not feeling too bright on a particular day, you will not let that stop you from doing what you have to do, right?
Yeah, I have responsibility on my shoulders. My parents are also expecting me to uh, get like get result out of what I am doing. So I have to work hard.
Great,
I have
great.
to force myself.
Okay. So, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Since I have already plunged into writing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also writing a script for a web series, the NSC Scam 2022. So I think that I could become one of the writers among Hirani or some other if
Very
given
good.
a chance.
Excellent, excellent. So, you see yourself as becoming a big writer, very becoming big in the field that you have chosen. Great, great.
Yes.
Okay, so young girl, so can you share some of the learnings of your life with us? What has life taught you so far?
I'm still too young to share any learnings, but still you
But
are
whatever
asking me to share some.
experiences you've had on the basis of that.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that if you are into something, give best out of yourself because you never know how the day would be tomorrow. If you are doing something today, you should be best in that thing. Second is be curious. Try to find curiosity in everything you do so that you could unleash your true potential. And third could be that you have to be grounded.
Hmm.
Don't let your success overpower your humility. If you are grounded, people would recognize you.
Okay, that's actually huge. I mean, at this age, to be able to realize all this is wonderful. Okay, so now, as a writer, like you said, your book has become a bestseller. So you are successful so far in your field. And so when you look around you, how does the world react to a young girl or a woman who is successful in what she's doing?
Everyone has a different perspective. People see things from their lenses. It is you, how you think about yourself. If you think that you are successful, you are heading right, then you can own yourself. Otherwise, you would just trip that people aren't reacting the way you want to be because you have to be persistent. Your
Hmm.
journey is going to be long if you are into unconventional career path. So just let people the way they are. You just have to be confident about yourself.
So, right. So people could react, people could say, people could do whatever they want, but you kind of stay focused on what you have to do. Great.
Exactly.
Okay, tell me something. If you look around, you see a lot of people now, I mean, obviously not your age group, but people who are older. Suddenly you see that somebody who was into banking for a very long time has suddenly decided to write. Somebody who is a doctor, while still being a doctor, could have a side hustle as, being a poet, or, somebody gets into gardening, or somebody gets into hiking. So people are taking up a second career in their midlives. So, why do you think this is happening, or do you think this is right, should be happening or not? What are your views on it?
I just think that personal satisfaction plays a role here because we are bored of doing same job every single day.
Hmm.
People who believe in themselves, they try different things to entertain themselves. They don't want to be sick of 9 to 5 job, and that is the reason why they try different fields.
Hmm. So
Yeah, this
earlier,
is
of
what I think.
course, it wasn't like this. So this is a change in the society where people are experimenting and the world is okay with that. So you feel that
Yes.
because you have that opportunity, you have that awareness, you also know what you can do, right? Maybe earlier people didn't have so many options. Today, like when you got
I
into,
think
huh?
Yeah, I think that I have already done a lot of stuff because switching your career altogether. When I was excelling in CA
Hmm.
and then venturing into entrepreneurship was a great, like, was a huge movement from my
Hmm.
part. I should not have taken that without proper backing, but now I regret that decision. But at the same time, I'm happy because I have written a book. and that is my achievement.
And also, the entrepreneurship experience must have taught you something. An experience always
Yeah,
teaches you
I have got
something.
great learning.
Yes, so learnings are always there. So you're
Yeah.
a young girl. What piece of advice or pieces of advice would you like to give to girls who are your age or maybe younger, still in school, still trying to decide what to do in life? What would you like to advise them?
I just want to say that be yourself. If you are doing something, your career would make you the one you want to be, not not the other stuff. Like you can mingle with others, that is your social life, but your career is your baby. You have to do anything and everything possible for your baby, and that would make you the one you want to be. You'd be confident if you excel in your career.
So you are saying that they should focus on what they have to basically, what is their career? What about things like getting married and personal life? What are your views on that?
I think that I'm too young to think about marriage because I love my privacy. I love to work. I love to excel in my job. I don't think about marriage or anything. I'm totally into books. I'm totally into myself.
No, but what about girls who probably, think that, okay, I mean, once I finish my college, I will get married and they don't think about working or something. Would you like to advise them something?
I think society frames them the way they think.
Mhm.
Because society expects a lot from a girl. They want them to get married and have child as early as possible, and
Mhm.
that became a roadblock in their career.
Hmm.
I think that they should take their backing when others are not talking about them. They should think from different perspectives that they can also excel if their brothers are excelling in their endeavor.
Excellent. And how far do you think financial independence is important for a girl, for a woman?
Financial independence give confidence to be a girl or a boy. If you are earning some money, you will own yourself strongly. Otherwise, you will be dependent on your parents. So it is crucial to have finances in your pocket so that you could live the life on your terms.
Excellent. And of course, once you get married and you become dependent on a husband. So it is very important that you have your own money. Great. And does emotional independence also play a part?
Exactly. If you are emotionally stable, no one can touch you. Uh, in other way, I'm not saying physical touch, but no
I
one
get
can
that. Yeah.
hamper your success. No one could steal away your poise. If you are emotionally stable, you can do anything and everything possible in your capacity.
So what you're saying is that having your finances in your control, having your emotions in your control is very important, and especially for a girl.
Exactly.
Okay. So finally, Pooja, can a woman have it all?
Why can't a woman have it all when a man can have it all? You just have to believe in yourself. You are like any other human being. So you can dream of something and you can achieve it if you pour your heart into it.
Yes. Okay. So when you say have it all, what is your definition of have it all?
When you have financial freedom, when your parents are supporting you, when you have loving friends, when you have the life of your dreams, when you can travel anytime you want to, that that is the definition of having it all in my term.
You think, okay, so a woman can have it as well as a man
Yes, if she decides to.
if she decides to. And how are women supportive to women in this respect? You see women
Uh,
supporting each other, or you
so,
think they. Hmm.
well, I have a mix of emotions because there are women who have supported me in my journey, and there are women who have just mocked me down.
Hmm.
So I have cut out from the women who are blaming me for they are not being successful. So this is what I think, that you don't have to carry baggages of anything and everything. You have to be yourself.
Okay, so there is basically, you're saying that in your life you had a mix. There are some women who supported you and some who haven't, and those who chose not to, you decided to kind of eject them out of your life, right? So any particular
Yes.
woman you can tell us about who supported you in your journey?
Who could be better than you? You are the first one who has interviewed me for my book. So yeah, I owe you a lot. Thank you so much for having me.
No, you're most welcome. I think, I mean, you are a role model, somebody that other young girls should look up to. Not only are you doing now what you want to do, but you experimented, you tried, even if you didn't succeed, you didn't give up. And that, I think, is a huge, source of learning, not only for a girl, for a boy as well. Because in
Yeah,
life, you get opportunities. It is what you do with them. And even if you fail, you have to rise up and move on. So,
yeah.
yes.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. And I think it was very, very enlightening. And I think, like you're much younger. So getting your perspective on these questions was, quite enlightening for me as well. So thank you so much.